Hey guys, welcome back. This is, you know what? I don't know if this is ladder. I just found this in the replays, but does not appear to be a ladder game. So maybe it is some kind of tournament game, but I'm not sure what it's for. Either way, it is PDC against Elodin. PDC who is more or less retired, and Elodin who, I mean, he's been playing a bit recently, but I don't think he's been the most active player either. I believe he is still tour banned on Smogon, so that obviously limits how much somebody's going to play, how much motivation they have, how many opportunities they have, all that good stuff. But this might be for some kind of tour. I don't know. Either way, these guys, at some point in their careers, were both pretty good at ADV, so hopefully this is a relatively high-level game between them. So PDC on the bottom, Elodin on the top. Lead Blaziken and Skarm respectively. Lead Blaziken is a weird thing that we've seen recently ever since Zomog did it in SPL. And Elodin, on the other hand, has a Skarm Charizard combo as Blaziken subs up. Now Charizard subs up, and Fire Blast, which he's only got 8 PP to begin with, and even though Charizard does not have pressure, every single one of those is, I don't know, they do underwhelming damage. They might connect with a sub. Sky Uppercut also underwhelming. Charizard, of course, with the partial flying typing is going to resist fighting, so it doesn't look like the Blaziken really can do too much to the Charizard. A weird start we've got so far, as these two fire types that evidently can't really hurt each other go back and forth. Charizard is on the losing end at the moment, and he's going to sub down into nothing. He's got lefties. Fire Blast, 70% is a lot because of the Blaze boost, but Fire Blast comes back now also in Blaze range from PDC, and Charizard bites the dust. So that was a almost like Pokemon anime-esque battle that we just saw there. Certainly not something you see in competitive ADV every day. But the two fire types duke it out. Charizard goes down, and PDC has the lead. Here's a Focus Punch coming from Lax. Baton Pass knows exactly what's coming, so Elodin can switch in whatever he wants. And of course, he goes to his Gengar, which takes nothing from Focus Punch. The question is, does PDC have a follow-up play, such as Shadow Ball? And he very well may. Oftentimes, Focus Punch lacks are utility lacks with self-destruct, and they just have 4 attacks overall, one of which is very often Shadow Ball. So Spikes and Fire Blast respectively, one-hit KO Fire Blast, so some weird Skarm there, either defensive Skarm or a YOLO Skarm, something other than the more traditional, very specially bulky Skarmory that was standard for a very long time, arguably still is the standard. So Meteor Match connecting with Zapdos here. Elodin fairly far behind at this moment. Thunder Wave on Jolteon does not help. Jolteon absolutely crippled by that. It's so reliant on its speed, and it is not a bulky poke. Thunder Wave on Jolteon, I mean, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to use blatant hyperbole and say that it like KOs them on per se, but it really minimizes its effectiveness. It makes that poke way the fuck worse. So here comes Gengar, here comes Lax, Earthquake, so we've seen Earthquake Focus Punch, could easily be Shadow Ball Body Slam, or could even be just Body Slam Boom as the last two moves. He has consistently switched out of the Gengar, and this is a at least partially special tower, so we might be looking at a tower with Crunch and Pursuit, which may be why he continues to go to it here against Gengar. Gengar anticipated tower went for HP Grass. He's going to stay and go for HP Grass again. Here's the big boy Crunch, one-hit KO on the Gengar, and finally, I was going to say, I had it backwards, finally Elodin on the board. Now, that was a knockout for PDC, so Elodin is actually getting rickrolled here. Fire Blast, a huge chunk to Metagross. Now, finally, there we go, now finally Elodin on the board. T-Tower goes down, 3-5 situation, one unrevealed for both as meta comes in for PDC. Lefties are being gained by both of them. Earthquake from the faster PDC meta. Elodin in shambles here. Jolteon, not the guy to get it done. Looks like we're going for the DD-Ments, and this might be an immediate pullback from Elodin to the Jolteon, praying that PDC clicks Boom, and that is exactly what's happening here. And that's exactly what he gets. He explodes into it, which is Elodin's only hope, And now, somehow, the men's is going to have to get this done, and there are many, many ways in which it does not, such as an immediate self-destruct from the lax here. So a rock slide, flinch, or an immediate hidden power crit is going to be necessary, or Elodin is dead. He's going to play for the flinch, and he's not going to get it. There is the self-destruct. Down goes the men's, and Elodin loses this one pretty handily. PDC with a one-sided victory here. Does not show his last poke, though I do recognize this team. It's the Zomog team. The last poke, I believe, is Breloom. But regardless of that, PDC smacking Elodin around, showing him both sides of his hand, and he is going to take this one down. Like I said, I don't know what this was for, but interesting game. Not the closest game, but interesting nonetheless, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. One more game coming up tonight, and that'll be it. I hope you guys have liked the content so far. Give me a thumbs up if you have, and I will see you guys there.